Hi guys, hope you're all doing good. Today I wanted to share with you 5 tips to hopefully help you with your everyday makeup. They're quick and easy, but a couple of them I know have really transformed the way I've been able to do my makeup, and so I want to share them with you and hopefully help you. So hope you enjoy. Okay, so tip 1 is how to help you avoid getting that eyeliner transfer on your lid. A couple things can cause that, and I'm going to show you one of them. Too much eyeliner. So I'll show you what I mean here. A lot of people, when they draw their eyeliner on their lid, don't just do a simple line like that. They go over it a little bit just to make sure it's dark and opaque. That's okay, but that's how you get the transfer. So just the heat from my finger, it's dry, I just dried it off here, transfers. And that can happen all day long. Now that heat is like the heat from your eyelid when it's close to that eyeliner line. So some things you can do to help that is either just take your eyeliner and just do little dots along your lash line instead of like a stripe, you know? Just do a bunch of dots. And it's actually really pretty look anyways, because it looks like lash roots, you know, like the base of your eye. If you just do a bunch of dots, that's a natural way of doing eyeliner. So that's one way. Just do a bunch of dots, and then you're using way less product, and so it's less likely to transfer. Another thing you can do is take a little angle brush and dip it into whatever color you want, your black or your gray or whatever, and kind of pack some on top, and then that'll just soak up any of those extra oils that would have been transferred on top of your lid. Another thing you can do is take your eyeliner and just do a small line, not as heavy as you normally would, and then take a little angle brush or a small brush and blend that out. So it might give you a little softer effect, but you're kind of pushing it into the skin, and therefore it'll kind of be melded into your skin a little bit more. If it's not dark enough, you can go over it again with a little line and grab your angle brush and then go over it again. And that layering like that really gives a lot of staying power. Now there's some eyeliners that do stay put better than others too. Urban Decay do those 24/7 eyeliners. Those are really good. Keep an eye out for long wearing ones too. A lot of kohl liners aren't really made for long lastingness. They're designed to be kind of a smudgier eyeliner. Also, you can just use eyeshadow. Just grab a black or whatever color you want. This is just eyeshadow, and you might need a little more. Might not be as quick as eyeliner, but then you really won't get any of those waxes or anything from the eyeliners transferring, because if anything, you're gonna soak up any oils on your eyelid anyway. So there, I hope that kind of gives an idea of, you know, maybe something new to try. So I hope that maybe helped you understand a little bit more what's happening, why you're getting that transfer. Another thing you can try is just taking like a nude eyeshadow and putting it up top on your eyelid there where it would normally crease, and that might kind of stop it from creasing so bad. So yeah, let's move on to the next tip. Okay, so tip number 2, for those people who maybe throughout the day their eyeshadow just starts to look everywhere, or blah, or just like a mess. There's a couple things that can cause that. One is not using a primer. Primers are great because they help your eyeshadow stick, they make it more vibrant, they make them stay longer. There's clear primers, there's tinted primers, lots of brands make eye primers. Another thing is maybe using too many shimmery eyeshadows. Shimmery eyeshadows versus matte. Shimmery blend way easier. mattes are known to be a little bit trickier to blend. So therefore, throughout the day, shimmery eyeshadows can kind of meld together. A lot of times it looks pretty at the end of the day. Sometimes it's cool because your eyeshadow changes, but sometimes it doesn't look good. So that's one thing. Using too many shimmery eyeshadows, not mixing your finishes with eyeshadows. Tip 3 is tied into tip 2, and that is using the right brush for your eye shape. A brush like this just says eyeshadow, is huge. If you have small eyes or a small lid space, this is just going to make a mess. Like, especially for people who aren't really used to different shaped and sized brushes. Something like this, a MAC 239 like this. It's quite small compared to this other one. Side by side, the 239 is much smaller. It's not fluffy either, it's dense, so it's quite hard to kind of mess up with it. Where you put the brush is where it's going to be. A fluffier brush, like say this one, you go to put it down and you put too much pressure and suddenly it's like twice as big as you thought it was going to be, and then you can make a mess. This is a 224 from MAC. It's a great brush. It's one of my favorites, but I think it's too big for people who are maybe just starting out. Something more like this I think is better. Now to blend edges, because this will leave an edge because it is so packed and sharp. It'll leave kind of a sharp edge. That's for something small like this, or like the 217. This is a base brush from RealTechniques, and this is a MAC 217. Something small like this. So here's the 239 again, which is smaller, but these are great. They got the point at the top, which is excellent for blending. Another thing to watch out for though with fluffy brushes like this is your pressure. Now the more pressure you put down on it, the bigger the brush gets. So that's what I was showing you with this one. You know, it doesn't look too big on top, but the second you push too much, it's twice as big. So same thing as happens with these, but these are a little packed a little bit tighter, so they won't go quite as big. It's best with brushes with a point like this. It's best to be light-handed. Just go easy on it. Tied to the eyeliner, tip 1, smudging out your eyeliner with the right size brush. Now an angle brush is perfect, a pencil brush, they're not bad to work with either. If you get a little, I think this is an accent brush from RealTechniques, excuse me. These are good, so something like 239 would be good. It's got a point. Another thing, using a small enough brush for the highlighting. Like I like a pencil brush for highlighting under the brow bone or highlighting the inner corner. I see lots of people use a big brush like a 217, and this is my opinion. I'm not a fan of it. I think smaller is better. So just sticking with smaller brushes, it's way easier to apply little at a time and build as you need, or then, you know, taking a big brush and whacking on it. That was way too high. Let's move on to the next tip. Tip number 4. Kind of a good idea is to try and keep, we'll do an imaginary line from the corner of your nose to the corner of your eye to the tail of your eyebrow, something like that. So to keep from that line down, clear of eyeshadow or fallout. A lot of times, you know, we got our eye closed and we're blending and doing all kinds of cool stuff, and we open our eye and it's like it fell way down here. So here's the eyeshadow. We pretend like we went way too far over here. So you just take your foundation, whatever foundation you were using, or concealer if you have concealer, and just go along the edge, and it just cleans it up. Can you see that? We have a sharp edge up here. Now, And that's what you can do. You can take your concealer or your foundation and bring it under your eye, and you just pull it out, and it cleans that right up. Lifts the eyes, and it just keeps it really crisp and clean looking. Let's move on to my last tip, number 5. Tip number 5. This one's kind of a goofy one, but I have to show you because it has changed my life, basically. So, a 3-sided mirror. Tell you a little story. We were on a holiday. This is probably 3 years ago now. We were on a holiday, and I didn't have a 3-sided mirror. I didn't have one of those medicine cabinet, in the bathroom. There's that mirror, and you open it up, and it's got the medicine and stuff in it. I never had one of those either. So there was, I think it was a medicine cabinet there. And so I was doing my makeup, and I decided to open it up and just see. And I looked into whichever picture it was that was my face reversed, and I was shocked. I just stood there like, are you kidding me? My one eyebrow was like, and that's how I drew it in, and my other one was, but I'd never seen my face flipped like that. And so, I don't know, you just get used to seeing your face as it is. And so I just saw it as it is. I figured one side was a little bit off, but no big deal. And seeing it in this mirror, I couldn't believe it. I was embarrassed. I see pictures. I can totally tell now, because now I'm used to seeing what my face looks like. Now that I've realized my eyebrows are so horribly, like, crooked. That's a good way to describe it. I looked crooked. I'm so embarrassed. So, it's changed my life. I do not do my eyebrows without looking at my face reversed. Now I have mostly even eyebrows. That's the end of my 5-tip video. Hopefully you were able to take something away from it. Hopefully I made enough sense that you could pull something out of it, if not a laugh. My embarrassing story about drawing crooked eyebrows. Have a great rest of your day and night, and I'll talk to you next video. Bye.